If you're a founder or a leader, you know that AI isn't just some far-off future, it's about survival right now. You need the best AI talent just as badly as Google or Meta, but let's be real, you don't have their budget. So how on earth do you compete when the price tags for talent are just staggering?
So let's start with a number that should honestly just stop you in your tracks. $250 million. And no, that's not a company valuation, it's not a funding round, it's a job offer.
The New York Times reported that Meta offered a 24-year-old AI researcher $250 million over 4 years just to lure him away from a startup. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of the AI talent war.
And that brings us to the really tough question, doesn't it? While you're busy debating budgets, your competitors are out there trying to build world-changing AI. How can you, without a trillion-dollar valuation, possibly win this fight?
Okay, so the first step is to really get the lay of the land. This isn't just a little gap between the big guys and everyone else, it's a massive chasm. And it's a chasm that's filled with cash.
And you know that $250 million offer? That wasn't some crazy one-off thing. The brutal math here is that starting salaries of $500,000 or even more are quickly becoming normal, not the exception. And that's a price point that puts most companies out of the game before they can even play.
Look, this is your David versus Goliath moment. Big Tech's weapon is basically infinite cash. You can't win by trying to match their salary offers. It's not going to happen. Your only way to win is to change the game entirely. You have to fight with a smarter strategy.
And that is exactly what we're going to break down. We're moving from just staring at the problem to opening up the playbook. I'm going to give you 5 strategic weapons you can use to outsmart the giants and actually attract the talent you need.
All right, so here's our playbook built on 5 key pillars. We're going to start with leading with purpose over paychecks. Then we'll dive into how to use flexibility as its own kind of currency. After that, we'll talk about a wild idea called the Revolving Door Strategy. Then how to find your niche data vault advantage. And finally, how to unleash your greatest asset, innovation velocity.
So your first weapon is purpose. Richard Singer, the CEO of Radically Human Ventures, puts it perfectly. He needed 5 top-tier AI engineers, and he knew he couldn't compete on money. So what did he do? In 1-hour meetings, he sold his vision. He talked about nurturing human potential in the age of AI. And the result? All 5 said yes. They chose purpose over a bigger paycheck.
But you know, appealing to the heart isn't always enough. You also have to give these brilliant people an environment where they can actually do their best work. That brings us to weapon number 2, flexibility. According to BCG's Ruth Ebeling, the number one thing AI talent asks for isn't a bigger bonus, it's the ability to work flexibly. Top engineers need these long, uninterrupted stretches of time for what's called deep work, and a noisy, open-plan office just kills that. So by offering real flexibility, you're not just giving them a perk, you're giving them what they need to succeed.
Okay, this next one is a little counterintuitive. Nathan Marston from Egon Zehnder says you should actually embrace turnover. Yeah, you heard that right. Stop fighting the fact that you might only keep top talent for 2 or 3 years. Instead, build your whole strategy around it. See it as your chance to get world-class expertise for a really critical period, and then you build an amazing alumni network. It's about turning brain drain into brain circulation.
Weapon number 4 is what I like to call your unfair advantage. As Azim Ajr points out, yeah, big tech has massive general data sets, but you probably have access to unique, proprietary data in your specific niche. I'm talking about things like medical imaging, complex industrial processes, or material science. This stuff is gold to AI researchers who want to build specialized models that have a real-world impact, something they just can't do anywhere else.
And this right here perfectly illustrates our final weapon, speed. Raj Verma, the CEO of Single Store, told this amazing story about an intern who solved a problem in just 2 weeks that had stumped his team for a year. At a startup, talent isn't just working on some side project, they are solving core problems from day one. They get to see their impact immediately, and that's an opportunity that money just can't buy.
So when you put all 5 of these weapons together, you realize something. It forces you to completely redefine what it actually means to win the war for talent.
The new playbook is pretty clear. You've got to stop trying to be a talent buyer and start becoming a talent magnet. The goal completely shifts. It's not about outbidding your competitors anymore, it's about out-inspiring them. It's a total mindset shift from we can't afford them to we offer what money can't buy.
But hey, let's be realistic here. You might not keep this world-class talent forever before big tech comes knocking with a giant check. And you know what? That's okay. The win is getting to ride their expertise for a crucial period, maximizing their impact, and letting them drive innovation that completely sets your company up for its next chapter.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own strategy. What if your biggest advantage isn't what you can pay, but what you can promise? Really ask yourself, is it better to have world-class talent for just 2 years or mediocre talent for 10? The answer to that question will probably define your company's future.